What's good? We live with the quick stream. Desmond, Rhyme Masters. How y'all doing? How you feeling? Let me know in the chat. Or let me know in the comments. Just let me know your energy, Just I'll feel it some way. Of course, I gotta get it started with some air horns. It's not a Rhyme Masters event without air horns. We got the quick stream going on live today. I want to talk about what is growth rap. So that's what I dive into today. Before we do that, before I do what I normally do, usually I kick it off with a freestyle just to get my spirit right, and then kind of dive in. I just want to say this at the top, of course. Got the latest living ebook out called Fearless Freestyling, all about helping rappers or anybody interested in rap, especially freestyle rap, to defeat that perfectionism that can kind of creep in and just kind of block your creativity and block a whole lot of things in your life. So that's available. The link will be in the description to this stream. Check it out. Eventually I'll put I'll make like a nice vanity link so it's easy to find. But yeah, check it out. It's low cost because I just want the information to get out there. Want to help folks break out of that perfectionism, that doubt, that fear, and realize more of who they are through this art of freestyle rapping. All right, speaking of freestyle rapping, let's kick it off. Let's see what we got. Nah, that's not one. I don't want that one. I want this one. All right. Let's see how we do. Yeah. So it's about being in the moment of imagination. I take these words and make my own situation. Maybe it's something that's worth celebrating, or something that's hard, deep for excavating. Cause we dive deep to the depths of soul where the turmoil heats up and starts to boil. It can unravel plans that you had put on the maps, but then you gotta rewrite the path. That's about flexibility and adapt to a new situation. This is how we going, and this is what we saying. Coming through with the truth, no delaying. Trying to be free and connect for everybody to see that we can go off the top and be epitome. Not doing it for no Grammy or no trophy. We do it for the spirit inside of we. Defeat an enemy as I tap in and meditate on energy. But no, J. Cole, I just let my style roll. I have a good time as I'm breaking it down from my abode. I'll let you know how I be, how I do, how I get free. Doing it, this letting go and being effortlessly. One more minute to give it, bring it back. The style, I will spin it like the records of the ones and the twos. As we do what we do, as we start to infuse into a new plane. As I keep on going, trying to light like butane. Another level above the devils. Check the sound with the bass and the treble. Yes, I'm in it like that. Yes. Feels good. Feels good always going and kind of to see what the moment has in store for me. But we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into what is growth rap. You probably heard me say this a lot, kind of here and there throughout these streams and throughout the channels and repurposed content and all that stuff. And yeah, I want to break it down because it's basically why Rhyme Masters exist. And for those of you who have been rocking with this channel back when it was MC Mind, before I had the term and idea of growth rap, this is what this whole thing was about. So I could break it down like this. If you're like me, you love rapping, you enjoy rapping, and at some point, when you first heard it, you're like, this is just what I want to do. All right, I want to be able to get on the mic, put words together, and how your favorite MCs make you feel you want to be able to make other people feel that too, right? Because it's just fun. It's just rapping is just it's like no matter. It always amazes me. So in my classes, I'll teach freestyling, and even the most reluctant, once I get them open enough and get them trying it, it always amazes me the smiles that end up on their face. Um, and there's some science behind that, but I don't think I'm gonna talk about that in this stream today. But if you feel this right, you want to enjoy it. You enjoy rapping, and when it comes into your life, you're thinking like, this is it. This is all that I want to do. And so you start, you freestyle all the time, probably mostly by yourself, because unless you have a crew, if you're lucky enough to have a crew, there's not necessarily a lot of people, especially on the freestyling side of it, that engage in the art of freestyle. You may have some friends who will write some rhymes and share them here or there, but freestyling in particular, it's a little bit of a lonely path. In this day and age, though, you're rapping by yourself, but you can also hop online and rap with folks in online communities. Rhyme Masters is one of those communities, but there's plenty of them out there. You're also writing verses, you're writing songs, right? You're recording, you're getting your hands on any kind of equipment that you can, free programs, borrowing equipment, whatever it is, just to start practicing this craft with, I think, the point of hopefully being able to write a song that meets your quality, to release it, to turn those songs into albums and be able to release the albums and have people check it out. Because the belief that's kind of underlying, is kind of the default reason, is we fall in love with rapping and we believe that if we have a rap career, then we'll be able to rap for life. And in the beginning, that's fine because it gets you going, right? Got me going. It was basically like Hollywood rap to put it all together. Oh, it might be. Sorry if my internet may not be as sturdy. Let me see if I can do some things to clear it up. Hopefully that might help a little bit. Too many tabs open. So there's nothing wrong with this ability in the beginning, with this desire too, right? It makes sense. If you're a rapper and you have a career in it, of course, you get to rap all the time. And that'll drive you. That'll get you good enough. Got me good enough to put out some projects and discover, at least what I discovered, is that building a rap career is challenging. It's completely possible. People do it all the time. But that the levels of inspiration, the levels of like we see to be in the conversations of like the greatest of all that you get when you first hear someone at top lyrical ability, it's like, oh, I want to be that good. To get to your career to that level, to where somebody is seeing you on those platforms and all your videos and all that stuff, that is a challenging task. Again, it's not impossible, but because it's so challenging, when you start noticing that your career is not advancing as you want it to, then you start to notice that the drive for rapping drives up. And that's basically what was happening to me throughout my experience from prior to me starting MC Mine, some 12-ish years ago, to it becoming Rhyme Masters. I was heavily pursuing a rap career, working day jobs in the schools, tutoring and things like that, so I could do shows at night and take care of my family and book shows and things like that. And what they don't tell you about building a rap career, at least what they didn't tell me, they'll probably tell you now because it's the internet. But building a rap career is also about building a rap business, and those are related. But the joy and the thing that got me into rapping to begin with wasn't about the business, right? Because the idea was I just want to be able to make music and rap for my life. And the only way I thought I could do that was having a career. And throughout it, I've had my ups and downs in my career, and, performances are legendary, but I never got to the place where rap was my full-time source of income. And when that happens, or when that doesn't happen, where your rap doesn't become your full-time source of income, and that's the only reason that you have for, like, it's equated to, like, well, I can't rap for life. This thing that I love to do, I can't do because now the career, the way for me to make that happen is no longer happening. It could lead to shame, depression, and that's basically what I fell into. And I would say, I don't know if it was like 2020, for a lot of people, it's always like 2020 that they fell into the depression of things. But I think for me, it was like a little bit before that, where I was just recognizing, like, okay, why do I still want to do this if, from where I stand, what it would take to launch a career or build a career, I'm not sure I'm willing to do for a variety of different reasons. And what came out of it is a deep kind of excavation and looking into myself and asking myself, why do I rap? Why have I been rapping all this time? And I noticed when I go to write, just a journal, self-reflect, get clarity on my thoughts, lives, if I'm really into it, I'll just start writing lyrics. Like, it goes from me just kind of talking to myself to me start writing lyrics and putting rhymes together and just trying to flip the sayings. And it felt good to do that. And there's no career motivation in that. It's just my natural flow of me trying to understand myself through the pen and the pad. And then that's when it clicked for me. It's like, oh, I do this for my personal growth. And that's where this whole concept of growth rap is coming from. And so from that point on, like I said, like probably like 2019, and kind of like really going back in, changing it from MC Mind to Rhyme Masters. Rhyme Masters is a growth rap community. So trying to have more reasons, or you just really remember the reasons why we rap in the first place. I think, yes, career is a part of it, but I think the career is a tool that allows you to engage your passion. But I think the passion for rapping comes from that enjoyment, that internal place, right? So why not rap for life for personal growth? Because regardless of the ups and downs of your career, your growth personally can always stay with you, right? So that's what growth rap is, and that's what Rhyme Masters is all about. And we do this in community because I think another reason why we connect to rapping is hip hop culture and the community aspect of it. Something about speaking your truth to power over these beats with rhymes, and seeing other people who do it and learning about their lives and who they are and seeing resonance with their struggles and their triumphs, that brings people together. And what I can say right now, in the spirit of kind of everything that's happening with like Kendrick and Drake in particular, is while the battle is holding our attention, it's distracting us from what hip hop really is. And yes, hip hop, you probably wouldn't know about hip hop without battles, right? B-boy battles, MC battles, all kinds of battles within hip hop. That spirit of competition doesn't happen without a spirit of working together and community. And beyond the competition and beyond the battle is the community. And so, with Rhyme Masters being a growth rap community, it's all about how do we come together, practice rap in a way that helps us develop self awareness, creativity, emotional regulation, gives us that sense of connection to other people. So that's what growth rap is, and why I'll always do it and like be able to rap for life, because regardless of what this channel does and regardless of the music I'll release and put out and the things that I'll do to express my art and present my art to the market, if you will, at the end of the day, it comes back to this. I actually just did it last week. Found some old beats that Theory Has It blessed me with like years and years ago, back in the MC Mind days, and listened to a couple of tracks, found something I liked, and wrote to it and recorded to it strictly for me, strictly to capture a concept or an idea and to put more energy to it. I'll share the idea just because I think it's actually worth. It's an example of like when you practice growth rap, the insights that you can develop and then hold with you as a way to be a guide through your life. And I would say all the time, or maybe not all the time, but I think the default that we're conditioned within modern society is, in order to feel a certain way, you need to go own this car. You need to marry this type of person. You need to buy this kind of product, make this kind of money. And these are all things that exist outside of our body, right? And clearly, if you want a car, a certain kind of car, and you buy that car, you get what you want. It feels good for a moment, but then it fades. There's somebody you like, you're able to meet with them, get with them, have a relationship with them. It feels good until it fades. You make that first million, and it feels good until you want to make that second million. And so we're always, one level of motivation is this external chasing, but every time we catch something externally, we end up wanting more. So the phrase came to mind of like, can't feel it. And it's similar to when I have people who rap and I'll be playing beats, and sometimes we'll do the beat snobbing. And what beat snobbing is, for those who don't know, is like, I don't like that beat, let me get a different beat. Because they're, in the beginning, we blame the beat. Like, I can't feel it. I can't feel this beat, right? And so this whole phrase came to mind of like, can't feel it without. I can't feel it without the money. I can't feel it without the cars. I can't feel it without the beat. I can't feel it without all these things outside. But then my reminder to myself, and what I would remind you, is that you don't feel anything without. You feel everything within. So that was the concept I wanted to capture on wax. Maybe one day I'll share it on this channel, depending if you know how I work the pen and the verse and get the recording time in. But ultimately, the reminder of, you know, influence the things that I can influence outside of myself, but ultimately what I feel within, where I put my focus, that's the call, right? I can't feel it without, I must feel it within. So it's keeping the locus of control and the focus of control on what I'm putting my energy towards, not so much on getting the external things that would be external, validate some type of success, right? So, all right, y'all. So that's it. That's, you know, what growth rap is. If you got questions, let me know. Put them in the comments. If you are checking this out, you can put it in the chat. I might keep it short and sweet today because, yeah, got started a little late. I was watching training and they went a little long, but that happens sometimes. But yeah, let me know just, if this is helpful for you. Let me know in the comments. And then let me know like what else you might want me to address, questions around freestyling, rap writing. But ultimately, the thing I want to leave you with is, what are your reasons for rapping? That's what I want you to think about. Share them in the comments, share them in chat, or just write them down for yourselves, because ultimately your reason for rapping is going to be the true motivation of it. And are you choosing a source of motivation that you can control, or are you choosing a source of motivation that's outside of your control? The results of a rap career are outside of your control. There's people who are plenty talented and are doing other works and are not in the greatest of all time conversations. And there's people who, have the right connections, don't work as hard, and we know their names, and they're, because a rap career is also about business. It's not just about the passion. I guess that's what I'll leave it at that. So what are your reasons for rap? Are they the reasons that you can control, that can keep you rapping for as long as you want to, and get as much enjoyment as possible? Or are they externally based, or, like most humans, some kind of combination, right? So anyway, let me know what you think. Put that in the comments. And I think that is it. I'm looking here. I don't see any questions to respond to. So I appreciate you for being here, checking this out. As always, I will catch you in the next one. Genius over doubt. Deuces, y'all.